I really hope the audio sounds good in this thing. What's going on, Paisanos? V here, and it's kind of nice out. Now, it's not super nice out. I mean, I'm not sure if you can see my reflection by wearing my leather jacket, but it's nice enough. How's it going? It's nice enough, and we're gonna go out and take the bike out for a ride. There's still a lot of things I want to do to this bike. I kind of want to get it wrapped in like a one-piece wrap. People are talking about doing like YuGiOh 5Ds, like a wrap on this bike. Yeah, it's not happening. It's a beautiful day.
Look at motorcycles on the road instead of motorcycles.
So I hope this video is going to come in nice and clear in the audio. Like I said, it's the first time we're trying this out. And it's not perfectly warm outside, but it's decent enough to ride, you know? So I guess the topic of the day is the state of the game. What is the current state of YuGiOh? I mean, we had a bunch of regional cancellations. I know a lot of players were looking forward, including myself, was looking forward to play at regionals, and we basically have to wait now, so that kind of sucks. Both YGOPaisano were canceled. We kind of guessed that was going to happen. I mean, let's be honest, the cases were going up for COVID, even though they were being mixed in with the regular flu. It sucked overall. But I will say that everything's looking to get better. We know that when it's warmer out, when the weather's nicer out, the virus kind of goes away, ironically. So I think that as it gets nicer out, we're gonna start having YuGiOh events, and I feel bad for anyone running those events. Anyone running a YuGiOh event, like a regionals or even a YCS, I just feel really bad for, because those events are going to get packed with players, like super duper packed with players, and they're gonna have to sit there as everyone's having a good time and just basically manage hundreds of players that haven't had an opportunity to go out and play cards. I'm really looking forward to playing and competing again. Physical YuGiOh is always best YuGiOh. I think remote duels was at best a band-aid. I didn't hate remote duels. I still love remote duels, and I'm looking forward to moving, and once I move to my new place, actually have a setup where I can play remote duels. So it's not like things are gone like they were last year, where everything was basically closed. Last year was super reactionary, and I think we can gauge what's going to happen this year. We know the masks are going away. Yay! I hate masks. We know masks are going away, and we know that, you know, places are starting to open back up, and that means YuGiOh events will happen. We will have a regionals. We will have a YCS. We just recently got Adventurers, and we're getting a new set coming up soon, like literally any day now. So I'm pretty excited that we're going to be able to use these cards that are going to be out right now for future events. More importantly, we're going to be able to use the Albaz structure deck in April when that comes out. By the time that structure deck comes out, it's probably going to be a lot of players getting ready to play that, as well as everything else in the meta. So it's going to get really busy to be a YuGiOh player meta-wise really soon. We're entering into a meta in which we kind of have a tier 1 set already, what's going on, what's already set, but we're looking forward to Albaz and all that jazz. How cool is that? It's so ironic because I moved from originally New York to Kentucky, and they call this park Central Park. But I've been to the real Central Park, and you know what? This one's a lot nicer because there's not many people and it's not as crazy. I think the biggest problem is going to be wearing masks, and my take on it as far as mask is you can wear it if you want to wear it. That's how the way I think about it. Viruses don't work. Oh, And the bad part is I'm about to have all that. I might have that little box on the bottom telling you about the virus, but viruses spread, and if you get less of a virus, it doesn't mean it stops spreading. And I think people forgot about that when it comes to masks. Like, if you have an N95 mask, sure, you're good to go. But if you have a regular cloth mask, yeah, that virus gets in your system, it's gonna spread like a virus. And I don't think that's right. I think if you do want a mask, you really want to be protected, get an N95 mask. Those are really good masks. I actually have a couple. But don't get like a goofy little cloth mask and then start complaining to everybody that they should have a cloth mask, because it's kind of redundant. At that point, just use leeches to filter your blood out, and any old antiquated, you know, piece of medicine out there. So once the event started, I guess the main thing is what's going to happen as far as players and travel and whatnot. I think everything's going to go back to normal. In the beginning, we're probably going to see a huge surge. So your first regionals, any YCS is going to be jam-packed with people, because everyone's wanting to play in a big scale event. Everyone's basically been practicing. That's what it is for about a year and a half, has been practice. So everyone's kind of excited to actually get out there and play the game. So I'm really excited about getting back to playing Yu-Gi-Oh, because what we're going to see here is, a ton of players packed in, and it's going to be hard on the organizer, because obviously they want to take the proper safety precautions. You definitely don't want to have players packed in like the YCS 250, if you know, like the YCS 250. If anyone ever went to that event, people were packed in like sardines. I played on half my playmat, and obviously that's not going to float with the way things are. So I mean, we're still gonna need to space people out, because it's still kind of important. You don't want dudes on top of each other playing this card game. It's just sanitary. It makes sense as well. Another little fun update, by the way, I'm going to Florida and not like to visit, to actually move. My dad's not doing as well, so I'm gonna be moving to Florida to kind of help my old man out, as well as play Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm gonna be driving down with this motorcycle. So I might motovlog me going down to Florida to see my dad. I might try to find a way I could go to regionals. So I'll drive halfway there, go to regionals, and then drive the halfway back to my dad's. But I might just motovlog that. It's a 12-hour ride, and I don't think I'm gonna do it straight through. Maybe I can. We'll see. Because I'd rather just go the night before, drive 6 hours, play in a regionals, and then turn around and then drive the other 6 hours to my dad's, and then leave my bike there and then fly back to Kentucky to get my wife and kids, and then drive down again to good old nice beautiful Florida. If I live in Florida, there's not many code days. I could do more of these, and I kind of like doing these. And comment down below if you like seeing more of these videos. Everyone always has their own like accessories, I notice, and after playing this game for a while, you will too. Like field center, deck box, sleeves, extra deck sleeves. There's a lot of like not card stuff for a card game, and in time as people go on, they'll figure out what they like, what they don't like. I personally like a lot of stuff from Imperium Duelist. I will say, do send it to me, but it's up to my choice. The agreement was it's up to my choice whether it's good or not, and I really do like the extra field center, especially the Demon Slayer one. Full disclosure, I haven't seen Demon Slayer. I've been too busy watching One Piece. I'm up to episode 131 on One Piece, so I don't have time to watch a lot of the anime. The field center was recently sent to me by Smart TCG. I like their stuff as well. It's a hard field center, which I like a lot, because I think that was the biggest problem Konami had, was their field centers were made of crap. And it's not the crap on Konami, but their field centers were really bad. And it's cool that we finally have like a nice metal one, and it also the fact that it has a code that you could use to scan your phone, kind of nice. I said I'll do a video, I'll go over everything and show you what I like, what I use. The mats are kind of, I'm always iffy with mats. I'm always iffy with mats because it depends how I feel. Some days I want to be the try hard, so I'm bringing the cloth play mat. Some days I'm old school YuGiOh, so I'm bringing my rubber play mat. And some days I feel extra fancy, and I'll bring the UDS play mat, the Flex Zodia. So it really depends how I feel, but I'll go over all that in the video. Like I said, I think it's really important. Oh boy, hold on, we went too far ahead. I was gonna keep going, I'm like, ah, screw it. For sleeves, it's really hit or miss. It depends on how, once again, how you feel as a player. Everyone has what they like, and I don't think there's really no wrong answers. And once again, I know there has to be some other Yu-Gi-Oh players out there that take the motorcycle to Yu-Gi-Oh events, so I might show a way to how I pack my bike. For anyone in the comment section, this is my first motorcycle, so I'm not driving like a Zigster or anything crazy like that. This is just a good starting motorcycle, which is a Ninja 400. I'm looking at like a Ducati eventually. Even a Harley. I ideally want like 5 motorcycles. I really like motorcycles a lot, and it's a newfound hobby that I really do enjoy. Oh, I gotta watch out for this. Look at this guy. I do want to say, as much as I disagree with so many things with Konami, I do think it's great that Konami did such a great job with remote duels, and I am looking forward to playing like physical Yu-Gi-Oh events. I'm looking forward to going to events and meeting a lot of people and saying hi to everybody and hanging out and having a good time. It's not just the event itself. I think what makes Yu-Gi-Oh so special, but it's everything. It's just going, talking to people, meeting new people. You know, it's everything. And Konami definitely tried to keep that intact with remote duels for a lot of players. And to some degree, I think they were very successful in launching remote duels. And I do hope we see more of that in the future, that we still keep having the remote duel extravaganzas and all those events, because a lot of players still like those events. Not everyone can go to regionals, not everyone can go to a YCS. So having those events is a huge outlet for a ton of players, especially remote duel locals. I mean, that is massive. Thank you so much for everybody watching this video. I really appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully you do enjoy the moto vlogs. I enjoy recording these. I definitely enjoy riding this motorcycle and talking about Yu-Gi-Oh. That's for damn sure. So thank you so much, everybody. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe button, comment down below. It's your boy YGOPaisano. You have a good day.